do minimal talking before the first song, and then
Yeah, I think we'll do the first song, and then we'll.
you can introduce things. You okay?
Nobody will hear us but for the crowd, right? Our talkers.
I don't think it'll be a problem. Yeah. So we're on. We don't start yet, but we're sending. Well, any gardening go on today, Sandy?
Yeah.
Any gardening go on today?
Oh, yeah, it was disconcerting how little it took to exhaust me.
Yeah. Is Blifford still open on Sundays?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I might make it there to get some lunch.
Oh.
Plug in, my dear.
I will. For you. So we need to turn this off now, don't we?
Now stomp on the stomp box. There you go. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome.
Tell us when, Jim.
Okay,
Okay.
2-minute warning. Okay.
Sure.
Invite the audience.
So be careful what you say. Don't speak poorly of anybody. It's great to have you here. We're actually looking out at people.
Wow, it's been over a year since we were able to do that.
No.
Oh, God, no.
Be normal.
We would never expect you people to be normal or quiet.
I believe anarchy is the word, anarchy.
Yep.
But you have to cheer like crazy.
We are actually disposed.
We're looking for wild enthusiasm here, you guys.
I'm good for about 20 minutes.
So, but have you all met each other? So at this table, Mary and Dan. At this table, Amy and Tom. Behind them is Eva and Neil and Paula. And the other two that we think are coming is JP and Paul Smith. If they come. Okay.
Oh, I think we're on.
Okay.
Ready, Jim? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here come the thunder, here come the rain. Sure hope the lightning don't strike me again. Cyclones and typhoons, tornadoes too. Baby, they should name a hurricane after you. Shook me like an earthquake, there was no way out. Hit me like a flash flood, drained me like a drought. There I was stranded in an inferno. 5-alarm fire in your volcano.
Tidal wave, total eclipse, panic on the beach. All the other planets, they're either dead or out of reach. Feels like a famine, I'm feeling so afraid. Thought it was a fever, found out it was the plague. Here come the thunder, here come the rain. Sure hope the lightning don't strike me again. Cyclones and typhoons, tornadoes too. Maybe they should name a hurricane after you. Baby, they should name a hurricane after you. Baby, they should name a hurricane after you. Why, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Hello. Well, it is just wonderful to see you tonight. Both the small number of you here in person and those out in internet land. We are Eccentric Acoustic, and we're just happy to be back at Linnemans playing live. That first tune was called A Natural Disaster. It's a Loudon Wainwright song. And, we've had some weird weather, being it's April. Snow, rain, cyclones, everything's going on this week. But,
and it seems like every time we do a gig, like 2 weeks ago, we picked this song to start out with, and it was, of course, pouring, right? I don't know, it's just, maybe it's because we're doing these gigs that, and we chose that song.
No, it's just Wisconsin. Come on.
You're right, it's your fault.
yeah, it's our fault.
You know, I'm glad it's raining, though. I know it's not great for driving, but we need it. Wow, right?
The garden will thank us.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a couple of swing era tunes right now. The first one is by the Gershwin brothers, Lady Be Good. And the second one is Fats Waller, Ain't Misbehavin'. And supposedly he wrote Ain't Misbehavin' when he was in jail for non-payment of alimony, which explains
When he was misbehaving.
Right.
That's why he was all by himself.
Exactly.
One, a two, a one, two, three, I said, oh, sweet and lovely, sweet lady, be good. Sweet lady, be good. Lady, be good to me. For I'm so often misunderstood. Sweet lady, be good. Lady, be good to me. Now won't someone give me pity? For I'm all alone in this big, big city. And I'm just a poor little babe in the woods. Sweet lady, be good. Lady, be good to me. Now won't someone give me pity? For I'm all alone in this big, big city. And I'm just a poor little babe in the woods. Sweet lady, be good. Lady, be good to me. No one to walk with all but myself. No one to talk with, I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Oh, sure.
The one I love.
I'm through with flirting, it's you that I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you.
Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. Why should I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me.
I don't go out late, nowhere to go. I'm home about 8, me and my Sandy-O. Ain't
Misbehaving, I'm saving my love.
I
Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love.
I'm
Taking care of business, I'm saving my love for you.
It's so annoying for a song you've been doing 20 years and then you go blank on lyrics.
It was the lights. You know, who are those masked people out there?
The few, the proud, the vaccinated.
Yes, right, yes. Woo-hoo.
We're going to stick with the swing era for another tune here. And this next one is a favorite of mine, and it's growing on Sandy and Ruth, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, I think we like it. I think we're just finally learning how to play it.
Yeah, once we learned it.
This one's called Honeysuckle Rose. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. Well, goodness knows you're my honeysuckle rose. When you're passing by, flowers droop and sigh, and I know the reason why. Well, goodness knows you're my honeysuckle rose. And I don't buy sugar, you just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar, it's sweeter when you stir it up. And when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Well, goodness knows you're my honeysuckle rose. And I don't buy sugar, you just have to touch my cup. And you're my sugar, it's sweeter when you stir it up. And when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Well, goodness knows you're my honeysuckle rose. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You know, usually when we're streaming, there's that awkward pause in between songs. So it's really nice to have a little bit of sound filling the awkward pause. So thank you. Thanks for clapping.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, it's really important to have a live audience because you know you're playing a live stream and you can delude yourself. Oh man, we're killing it. But a live audience, you know, if we suck, we expect you to let us know.
You know, one of the things you'll see both in person and at home is if you're looking at Facebook, you'll see a tip jar, a virtual tip jar
yes.
on the bottom of the screen. And we're just happy to have that tip jar go to support live music venues like Linnemans. Linnemans has been in a really, really important spot in Milwaukee. A lot of artists have gotten their start right here at Linnemans, so we're happy to have that tip jar support them. So, you know, dig deep as you can, as you want. And we're glad to be here, and we're glad that you're able to listen to us tonight.
We do have a vested interest in keeping Linnemans open, of course, because it's a wonderful place to play.
And a wonderful place to hear other people play, I should say.
Absolutely.
So next we'd like to do a medley of tunes that deal with the pursuit of illicit substances. Oh, a gasp from the audience. So they were
I
written
thought
about...
it sounded like a sigh of interest, actually.
What? Right. Well, well, meet me in the parking lot and you make sure you have cash. So anyway, they were written about 50 years apart, and the first one was written by Peter Rowan when he was in the New Riders of the Purple Sage. Actually, the first time I ever heard this song was on an album called Old and in the Way. Anybody ever hear that one? Well, it's a really interesting album because it's a pickup bluegrass band on a live recording in a bar, and Jerry Garcia is playing banjo, and Peter Rowan's playing guitar, and I forget who else is on it. But the first thing you hear on the first cut is a drunk yelling, "Foggy Mountain Breakdown!" So you know they're a bluegrass band. Anyway, the second tune was written by Hudson Whitaker, his stage name was Tampa Red, and he was a monster guitar player and a very influential player in the Chicago area. His career spanned from the 20s to the 50s, and he was very influential in the early Chicago blues scene. Willie Dixon mentions him in his autobiography, as a matter of fact, as having his home was like a hangout for musicians, and they all played together a lot. And so these are illicit substances. Oh, his tune, I think you can gather from the lyrics that it was written during Prohibition. So, 1, 2, 3.
Panama Red, Panama Red, to steal your woman and rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red, on his white horse Escalito he comes breezing through town. Bet your woman's up in bed with Panama Red.
Judge don't know when Red's in town. He stays hidden underground. Everybody's acting lazy, falling out, hanging around. Woman says, "Hey, Pedro, you're acting crazy like a clown." But nobody feels like working. Panama Red is flagging down.
Panama Red, Panama Red, he'll steal your woman and rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red, on his white horse Mescalito he comes breezing through town. Bet your woman's up in bed with Panama Red.
Women love to listen to him sing and tell sweet lies. Things get too confusing, darling, you'd best stay home in bed. I'll be searching all the joints in town for Panama Red. Panama Red, Panama Red. You steal your woman and you rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red. On his white horse Mescalito he comes breezing through town. I bet your woman's up in bed with Panama Red. Don't let your woman jump in bed with Panama Red. Bootleg Sally had him still uptown till the police came and they closed it down. You can't get that stuff no more. You can't get that stuff no more. You can't try, but you can't buy. You can't get that stuff no more. Sal had a place up on Brewer's Hill till the cops come along and busted up her still. You can't get that stuff no more. You can't get that stuff no more. You can't try, but you can't buy. You can't get that stuff no more. There's a good-looking woman, she's out walking the street till the cop comes along and runs her off his beat. You can't get that stuff no more. You can't get that stuff no more. You can try, but you can't buy. You can't get that stuff no more. Life. He been messing with the wrong guy's wife. You can't get that stuff no more. You can't get that stuff no more. You can try, but you can't buy. You can't get that stuff no more. I said you can try, but you can't buy. You can't get that stuff no more. Thank you. That is a fun tune.
I just don't understand the lyrics to either of those songs.
You know, it could apply to anything, not even.
Well, probably,
booze.
yes.
Oh, I don't mean that.
We're going to stick with another blues song. This is another Tampa Red tune that's been recorded by just about everybody on the planet, I think. And so we're happy to contribute to the cause and perform this one tonight. It's called It Hurts Me To, and this was done by the Rolling Stones, by Eric Clapton, and all kinds of, bands of renown.
Yes, and with Scott Emmons now.
Oh, yeah, with Eccentric Acoustic version happening now. So, It Hurts Me To. A 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't be happy for being so blue when you keep worrying the way you do. When things go wrong with you, it hurts me too. The man you're loving don't want you round, so take me, mama, let's leave this town. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. If he keeps dogging the way he do, I may lose my head, mama, and my temper too. When things go wrong with you, it hurts me too. You wrecked your life, mama, right from the start. And if you ain't careful, babe, he'll break your heart. When things go wrong with you, it hurts me too. I love you, baby, you know it's true. So why put up mama with the things he do? When things go wrong with you, it hurts me too. When things go so wrong with you, it hurts me too. Ain't nothing but the blues.
So now we're singing a female version of the blues, you know. Of course, there is that song, Wild Women Don't Get the Blues, but if you're not wild enough, you do get the blues. I'll bet wild women even get the blues every now and then, but we always thought that this song was written by Ida Cox, but it wasn't. We were corrected. We were disavowed of that idea last time we did streaming, and Jim Mooney sent in a little note that, no, it wasn't Ida Cox, it was.
Anyway, it was written in 1895, which, you know, predates Bessie Smith by a generation.
Did
so
we write it on the music?
We probably wrote it in there somewhere.
Oh, well.
So Jim, we'd like you to put that in the comments again tonight, if you will. We do learn.
But we don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now listen, Daddy, 'cause I'm gonna tell you, please get out of my sight. I'm calling quits now, right from this very night. Now you had your day. Now don't stand around and frown. You've been a good old wagon daddy, but you done broke down. Now you better go to a blacksmith shop and get yourself an overhaul. 'Cause there's nothing about you, Daddy, would make a woman want to bawl. Now nobody wants a baby, not when a real man can be found. You've been a good old wagon, Daddy, you done broke down. Break it down. It's a good old wax daddy, and it ain't broke down. Well, thank you.
I'm always just a little nervous when you look at the two of us when you sing that song, though.
Nah, you're not broken down. Still working on that.
You'll break him down.
Oh, yeah.
I've been trying for 30 years on that guy, but
Bent but not broken. Meanwhile, let's go back to celebrating bad behavior. This is a tune by the Memphis Jug Band, and we have to thank Jim Queskin and people like that from the Greenwich Village folk scene in the 60s for digging up all this wonderful old material from the early 20th century.
oh, we're ready.
This is dedicated to all those of you who've, snuck out the back door zipping up your pants. Oh, nobody's admitting to it. Aha. Okay, fine.
Boys and girls alike, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
All right, coasting down the driveway with your lights off. That could, oh, never mind. This is a
We have such-
well-behaved
Yeah,
crowd.
we have such an upstanding crowd out here, eh?
Well, no, they're just not admitting anything. God. You're among friends, come on.
Yeah. Well, Amy just said what happens in Wisconsin stays in Wisconsin. So.
That's a big enough state. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Come on and throw your arms around me like a circle around the sun. Gonna love you, pretty mama, till my easy riding's done. You don't believe I love you. Look at the fool that I've been. You don't believe I'm sinking. Look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, stealing, pretty mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. Well, that woman that I'm loving, she's my height and my size. She's a married woman, she drops by to see me sometime. You don't believe I love you, look at the fool that I've been. You don't believe I'm sinking, look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, stealing, pretty mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. You know you give me a thrill. If you're loving don't kill me, then your husband probably will. You don't believe I love you. Look at the fool that I've been. You don't believe I'm sinking. Look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, stealing, pretty mama, don't you tell on me. I'm stealing back to my same old. Stealing back to my same old, stealing back to my same old used to be. Thank you.
Well, thanks. So we are thinking that we've added this song to our repertoire way too late in the season. When earlier in the season, it seemed like we kept being reminded. It's Pete Seeger's tune about snow. And then it turns out, no, it wasn't too late. Just this last week, and then, a couple weeks before, and we hope it's not anymore, but you never know, right? Yeah. So, Snow by Pete Seeger, and then Scott will introduce another side of Snow. Pete Seeger's is sort of the beautiful side of Snow. But there are other sides, right? One, two, three, four. Snow, snow, falling down, covering up my dirty old town. Covers the garbage dump, covers the holes, covers the rich homes and the poor souls. Covers the station and covers the tracks, covers the footsteps of those who won't be back. Snow, snow, falling down, covering up my dirty old town. Under the street lamp there stands a girl. Looks like she's not had a friend in this world. Look at the big flakes come drifting down, twisting and turning around and around. Snow, falling down, covering up my dirty old town. Covers the mailbox, the farm and the plow. Even barbed wire looks beautiful now. Covers the station and covers the tracks, covers the footsteps of those who won't be back. Snow, falling down, covering up my dirty old town. Snow, falling down, covering up my dirty old town. Thank you.
Well, there is that other side of Snow, too, and that's the dangerous side. And this song is written by Trapper Shep, a Milwaukee gem, just a fabulous, fabulous singer-songwriter, spending a lot of time in Nashville these days. And UWM graduate, yes, we're all UWMers up here. And,
yeah, there's plenty of UWMers.
Yes.
Here.
And so we've got it surrounded, I think, indeed.
One of them is still working there, but retiring, I think.
Where is UWM?
It's across the street from our house.
So this song is one that I'm sure, those of you who are in your living rooms at home will definitely want to sing along with. And I think maybe those of you who are here may want to sing along with it too. And I mean, it's got one of the most fun words in all of language to say. Ogalala. Ogalala. So this is Ogalala is your lyric. One, two, one, two. Mulligan.
I'm sorry.
In that other
So
key.
I wasn't on the right. These damn frets. Sometimes you get the right one and sometimes you don't. Sorry.
Okay. One, two, three, four.
I'm still not right. Keep going.
In the headlights, a semi jackknife, and I felt alright when they shut down a Haiti, pulled over to the shoulder, took a winterlude in a snowed-in mood. I saw a movie, An Unexpected Journey. I felt like Martin Freeman when he was first leaving. Now I'm waiting for the road to thaw, waiting for the road to thaw in a town called Ogalala, 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 Ogalala. And he got the best rate at that Super 8, and I dreamt I'd skate with sugar on the black ice. I felt like it was yesterday. Oh wait, it was. I was under the LA sun. Wish I got to Omaha. Wish I got to Omaha. Not Ogalala, 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 Ogalala. I watched the news at night, saw a car that might have been mine. It was crushed like a can. Travel safe, said the weatherman. Now I'm waiting for the road to thaw. Wish I got to Omaha. Not Ogalala, 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 Ogalala. I wish I got to Omaha, waiting for the road to thaw.
So
Well,
how
thanks for
many have
singing
done-
along.
How many have done that drive?
Oh.
Cross Nebraska, right? We often pair this with another song, right? I hate to wake up sober in Nebraska, but but we've done it several times, right? Woke up sober.
Yep. It's an awful feeling. Are you going to start?
No, are you going to talk about this song?
Oh, this song. Oh, well, this is Who's Sorry Now dates back to, I don't know, 20s maybe. And Connie Francis had a hit with it in the late 50s. But when you listen to it, her delivery is so wimpy. You just want to say, come on, bass player, move her along. Anyway.
The Connie Francis version was the one that, when I was in high school, would be the basement spin the bottle slow dance song. But that's enough of that.
We hardly ever spin the bottle anymore.
You smiled when we parted, it hurt me somehow. I thought it was always worthwhile. But the tables are turning and you're crying now, while I'm just now learning to smile. I'm sorry now, sorry now, whose heart is aching for breaking each vow, who's sad and blue, who's crying too, just like I cried over you. Right to the end, just like a friend. Well, I tried to warn you somehow, You had your way, and now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now.
Sandy and Ruth. Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? Who's sad and blue? Who's crying too? Just like I cried over you. Right to the end, just like a friend. I tried to warn you somehow, but you had your way. Now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry, so glad that you're sorry. I'm glad that you're sorry now.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, we're going to change eras just a little bit. Another trip to Nashville. And this tune, it was written by Reed Nelson and Vince Gill. And it was done and performed and recorded by the Time Jumpers. The Time Jumpers are kind of a Nashville super group made up of all kinds of really fabulous, fabulous touring musicians. And this tune is called On the Outskirts of Town, and it talks about honky-tonkin', which, you know, we're maybe honky-tonkin' here.
Actually, it
The
talks,
dance floor is
right,
open.
talks about a place that's a lot like Linnemans.
Yeah, yeah.
We beat honky-tonkin'.
You betcha. Well, you look like trouble, you surely do. Well, you look like you have been around a time or two. Meet me at midnight, that's when it all goes down. Little place called the Twilight, on the outskirts of town. Well, you look so pretty, sitting in my Cadillac. Well, let's find a cozy little table in the back. Meet me at midnight, they got the coldest beer around. Ice cold. A little place called the Twilight, on the outskirts of town. Well, there's nothing like that twilight crowd that like to play that jukebox loud. It's the hottest honky-tonk around. Little place called Twilight, on the outskirts of town. Want to play one, Sandy? I'll be here tomorrow night with a girl I hope will show. Meet me at midnight, we'll burn that dance floor down. Way down, baby. Little place called Twilight on the outskirts of town. Little place called Twilight on the outskirts of town. Well, thank you. And thank you, those of you out in internet land who were dancing around your living rooms. It was great,
The
great.
people
We felt the
dancing here
vibes
are
right here.
fabulous. Wow.
Indeed.
I've never seen steps like those.
No, yeah, yeah.
Well, we'd like to remind everyone to drink heavily and tip responsibly. No, it's the other way around. Drink responsibly and tip heavily. Like, as we said earlier, we want to keep Jim in business because we like playing here.
Oh, yes.
Cheer us up here, Ruth.
Yes, right. Yeah, well, this is not a cheerful song. So this is a Pat Donahue song. And then I'm sure most of you probably got acquainted with Pat Donahue on the Prairie Home Companion. You know, he was there a lot. And he was at String Along several times. Fabulous, fabulous player, fabulous singer, fabulous songwriter. So he wrote this song about death, which really sort of called out to me. Not too soon, I hope. But it's called The Road to Kingdom Come. 1, 2, 3. Out on the road last night, I saw a terrible fight. Something about who was right and who was wrong. Nobody cared who won. We were just having our fun. Out on the road, kingdom come. Up on along the rise, they're selling truth and lies. Whatever the buyer buys, the truth becomes. Till it don't matter none, just look out for number one. Out on the road to kingdom come. Out on the highway side, over the great divide. Knowing the endless night has just begun. It's such a lonesome drive. How can a soul survive? Out on the road to kingdom come. Saw love so great, I saw the strongest hate. I felt the awful weight of choosing one. I saw hope and despair, playing truth or dare. Out on the road to kingdom come. There's no highway sign, there's no light to shine. You can lose your mind if you have one. You're down the road, and home, find your way. Sorry. Out on the road, the kingdom come. So long yesterday, on that lost highway. You can never change where you came from. Into the great unknown, you've got to go alone. out on the road to kingdom come, out on the road to kingdom come. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to do a Roaches tune. For those who haven't heard of them, the Roaches were a trio of sisters who sang wonderful harmonies, and their songwriting was a little too quirky to ever get, mainstream airplay. But they had a real cult following. I saw them a couple times in Milwaukee at like medium-sized venues, and they pretty much sold them out. So this is their little song about disappointment. The story is that they wrote it after singing on the Saturday Night Live. They got the music gig at Saturday Night Live, and it was supposed to lead to all kinds of wonderful things, and it didn't. So they wrote this song in response. And I mean, we've all had to deal with disappointments. I myself, I was roundly rebuffed when I offered my services to the Grateful Dead after Joey Garcia died. That was a major disappointment. I don't know if any of you want to volunteer disappointments in your life, or you want to keep them secret.
Well,
I've never been disappointed.
what Sandy always says is, because I spent my academic career for the last several years writing memos, and boy, I wrote great memos and emails. I was really good at it, and and now everybody has forgotten that, right? I mean, all of them I know are trashed. Isn't it a shame? Yeah, so that's kind of a disappointment, right?
I still have some of your memos. Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
yes,
those.
indeed.
Oh, those.
Yeah, those.
Shape up that school, Scott.
Yeah.
It was a big
nothing.
Big nothing. It was a big nothing. Whoa, big nothing. I was on a TV show that everybody said was sure to change my life around by the time I went to bed. Tinkling glass and champagne light, your look of tenderness. I was full of crazy hope and the sweet smell of success. It was a big nothing, big nothing. It was a big nothing. Whoa, big nothing. You don't have to cross the street when you see me coming. Too much trouble. When you see me coming, all the love you think we've lost, think it never happened. Stranger, it was a big nothing, big nothing. It was a big nothing. Whoa, big nothing. Last night we argued, you weren't even there. All my disappointment shouted in the air, just about to fall into the deep hole that I dug. I found myself ascending with a shovel and a shrug. It was a big nothing, big nothing. It was a big nothing. Whoa, big nothing. Okay, so we'd like to, we're winding down. I don't know about you guys. So we'd like to do a little medley of 60s nostalgia. Ain't that far out, man?
And then Scott is going to have to remind us that it was the first 9 years of his life.
The 60s were the best first 9 years of my life, indeed.
And then we were in the 60s enough that we don't remember anything about them.
I think I had a good time, but, you know, I didn't have any busts or STDs, so I guess I came out okay.
Oh, that's really nice to talk about.
Well, wouldn't you want to hear that now?
32 years ago, I would have been good to know.
2, 3, 4. I lit out from Reno, I was thrilled by 20 hours. Didn't get to sleep last night till the morning came around. Set out running, gonna take my time. Friend of the devil's a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil and he loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Set out running, gonna take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Got 2 reasons why I lie awake each lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Anne Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison and the sheriff's on my trail. If he catches up to me, I'll spend my life in jail. I got a wife in Chino, one in Cherokee. First one says she got my child, it don't look like me. Set out running, gonna take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. I ran down to the levee, but the devil caught me there. Took my $20 bill and he vanished in the air. Set out running, gonna take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight.
Now, everybody here knows this one, and I want you to sing it with us, please. Clouds swift, the rain won't lift. Gate won't close, the railing's froze. Get your mind off winter time, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, and we gonna fly down in the easy chair. And buy me a flute, a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to the tree with roots. You ain't going
come? Oh, when we gonna fly down in the easy chair?
And Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his kings supplied with sleep. Climb that hill no matter how steep until you come up to it. And ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, when we gonna fly down in the easy chair. A cappella. Ooh-wee,
Ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, when we gonna fly down in the easy chair.
Woo! The Mormon Tabernacle Choir out there. Fabulous.
Well, we can't thank you all enough. Thanks to everyone out in internet land. Thanks to everyone here. And we're going to do one last song. This is our song to warn the bartender that we're about to beseech her with pleading looks. Because,
And don't forget that tip jar, both
Oh,
virtual and
yes.
in person.
yeah, tip heavily, drink responsibly. I got it right that time.
Thanks a lot for coming in person, and thanks a lot for the virtual crowd for being out there in virtual land. And thanks to Marty and Jim Linneman. They're our wonderful, wonderful hosts here. And a reminder about that tip jar, because all the money's going to go to them to keep this place going. So, thanks very much.
I said, hey, bartender, please don't be so slow. I got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, I'm gonna be feeling low. Please, bartender, I need a six-pack to go. I've been drinking all night long, taking in the town. I just spent my whole paycheck just honky talking around. Ain't got the money to pay my bills, but I'm not gonna worry, hell no. Please, bartender, I need a six-pack to go. Bartender, don't you be so slow. I got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, I'm gonna be feeling low. Please, bartender, I need a six-pack to go. I've been drinking all night long, taking in the town. I just spent my whole paycheck just honky-talking around. Ain't got the money to pay my bills, but I'm not gonna worry, hell no. Please, bartender, I need a six-pack to go. Make it Miller. Six-pack to go. Make it a 12-pack. Six-pack to go. Thanks much, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody. Great to see you.
We talked about Sandy trying to get instead of Miller, to talk about the Minocqua. It's too hard to fit in there. Yeah, I know. Oh.
I kept thinking, Wyomega, Quantico.
I don't even know how you can fit it in. It's a
Yeah.
lot of syllables. Absolutely.
Yeah.